I've had these for quite a while. I have not yet worn them because I've been waiting to do the video. But these are so fucking good. These are so good. Man, they're so pretty.
They look a little puffy.
Well, they're Jordan 2s.
I know, but after seeing the lows.
The lows are puffy too, but in a different way. I like these a lot. This colorway specifically. They are gorgeous. Yo, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 2 in the original Chicago colorway. Remastered, true to original form for the first time in forever. But the shoes come in an original style package right here. This thing is awesome. So yeah, you got that Wings logo. It's part of the lid. I think it's great. They come with this really, I really love this. Okay, like it comes with the whole brochure, all about the shoe. It talks about all of the design features, gives you full tech spec breakdowns, which is awesome because I have been saying for so long that the original Air Jordan 2 did not have full-length air units like the retros did. They only had a heel air unit with the polyurethane midsole. A lot of people kept telling me that I was wrong, but I wasn't. I was right. They also come with this really cool Wings logo tag right there, man. Like, this is next level shit. I know that the Air Jordan 3 and the Fire Red was the same way. I feel the same way about both of the shoes, where it was like, hey, this is how they were originally, and this is exactly the experience that you're getting either now or again. So if you're an OG head back in 86, 87, you grabbed an original pair of these and you're probably opening this up for the first time, just getting slapped in the face with nostalgia and flashbacks. Or if you're new and this is your first pair, this is like one of those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, like these are so awesome. I wish I lived in the 80s. Now, before we get into all the details, we do have a quick word from our sponsor.
Delivered by yours truly.
You're gonna do it?
Just kidding.
So this video is brought to you guys by the good folks over at the Drops app, Sole Savvy's newest tool to give you a leg up on getting the sneakers that you want for retail. The Drop app features include instant notifications that are sent directly to your phone when something drops or restocks, and you choose to be notified only with the sneakers that you're actually looking for in your size and region. When you click on the alert notification, it'll take you directly to checkout to help you buy faster, which takes all of the headache out of trying to buy sneakers. It's as simple as inputting the shoe that you're looking for and just waiting for it to notify you instantly the moment that it becomes available. It's one of the fastest ways to buy sneakers online, so if you're interested in checking out the Drops app, make sure to hit the link in the description or search for the Drops app by Sole Savvy in the App Store. And with all that being said, these are so pretty. The outsole itself, very reminiscent of a traditional Air Jordan 2 with the one change that they made, which is right here at the Nike branding area. On all of the past pairs, like the old retros, not these new remastered ones, I think the Off-White 2s were one of the first of the remastered stuff. So since that release onwards, this little section right here is actually polyurethane as well as the midsole. So that's poking through. It gives extra comfort, extra compression when you're either walking or playing, depending on what you're using them for. They also have the size labeled on there. So I'm a size 9, it says size 9, it's pretty cool. And if you're gonna compare it to one of the older releases, this is the 2014 release. So the outsole, again, it looks pretty much the same. The difference is obviously the branding says Jordan and one says Nike. This Jordan section right here is actually rubber, whereas this is polyurethane. So I think that's really cool. The midsole itself is also polyurethane. Inside of the midsole and the heel is an encapsulated air unit. It's not encapsulated fully like it would be inside of a polyurethane midsole on an Air Jordan 3. This is more kind of like top loaded. So like underneath the strobel, there is the actual air unit right there. You can see it through the hole. They have like a weird blue tint to the bag, which is kind of cool. Nothing in the forefoot though. This retro and all of, you know, since the ones before the Off-White shoe, they had this inside though. So this type of full length air unit or a 3/4 length bag. Again, you can consider that a downgrade if you want. It's up to you, but it is true to the original that was released back in the 80s that MJ actually wore.
Can you tell?
Tell what?
Can you like notice the cushion?
Yeah, the 2s before were hella comfortable. These, and I wore the lows, like the Titan ones and stuff like that, and they're not comfortable, unfortunately, but they sure do look good. So, I mean, it is what it is. The insole though is awesome. So this is what is gonna really add comfort. So like that Titan pair has the black Dream Cell polyurethane insole, which I think sucks. This thing though is a real polyurethane insole, or they're all real polyurethane, but this is the real comfortable one. And so I really like this. It's also got the Nike branding on there if you care. Again, true to the original tech specs. A lot of people think that MJ broke his foot in this shoe. He did not. He broke his foot in the Air Jordan 1, and then from then onward, he actually wore modified versions of the Air Jordan 1 until the Air Jordan 2 was released. One of those shoes is considered nowadays the Jordan 1.5, which actually has the Air Jordan 2 tooling with the Air Jordan 1 upper. Now the materials on these guys are awesome. They are not super thick cuts, so not super premium or anything, but if we're considering or comparing to previous 2 releases before the off-white stuff, this is one of the best ones yet. I just love the shape of them. This toe is so good. It's so pretty. The one downside is that the tongue itself is cheap vinyl. And that's where I'm just like, guys, that's the comfort zone right there. Like obviously the whole upper is the comfort zone, but that's the main part that rests on the majority of your foot. You know what I mean? Like your lace pressure goes onto that. While there's plenty of padding in there, the vinyl stuff sucks ass. This is why your shoes fart.
Sorry.
If it was actual leather, it wouldn't do that. So yeah, there is actual leather on the tongue. It's this top patch right here that is over the Wings logo, but all the material underneath it, it's all vinyl. And that's my only like main critique right there. Mostly because the pair that I got is flawless. Craftsmanship wise, obviously check your pairs per usual. So they don't have the piping on this colorway like the original. I think it looks awesome. It still has the lizard embossed print on there, so there's that. This shoe originally was manufactured, at least parts of it. It's not fully manufactured in Italy, but the original, most of it was. These are not though. So it's not quite like the original, but I wouldn't expect them to go that far anyways. Did you know what Jordan, besides the Air Jordan 2, was made in Italy? At least the upper.
The 22?
No, but that's a great guess.
The 20?
No, keep going.
21?
29. So yeah, that flight weave or whatever they called it, the whole knitted upper, all of that was done in Italy, which I thought was dope. A couple of other original features include the eyelet area. So these little plastic eyelets that are reminiscent from the next model, which will be the Air Jordan 3, but it started here first. This is one of the more interesting fun facts about the shoe. I think it's from size 9.5 upward. There's 4 of these guys, but on size 9 and under, there's 3. So a lot of you guys are gonna see certain sizing online and you're gonna be like, hey, how come he's got 4 and I got 3? It's because of the sizing differences. It's just all kind of to scale, and that's just what they did. And yes, that was an original thing. Like the originals were like that too. One of my favorite features of the Air Jordan 2 is actually the heel counter. This thing is gorgeous. I love like weird little plastic rubber things on shoes. Like the Air Jordan 4, I love the little lockdown wings that they have on there. This guy right here just looks fantastic. I love how the Nike branding looks above it as well. There was a time when they would put Jordan right there and it did not look good. Now, the one aspect that some people may or may not like is the collar and the top of the tongue area is definitely puffy. Like what you were alluding to earlier. There's a lot of padding in there. This was a beefcake of a shoe at the time. It was supposed to be kind of like different, more elegant than the Air Jordan 1.
It looks like it got stung by a bee.
Hey, I'm not here to I just think that they look great. Like this is still one of those shoes, like if you look at this, does this look 80s to you or no?
No.
What does it look like then? Does it look like a 90s shoe?
It looks like it's 2022 and it's back and remastered.
I don't know if you know this, but that was sarcasm. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size, whatever you typically wear. That's exactly what I would order. If you had to pick a different size, like if your size is not available for whatever reason, I would go down half a size just because the majority of this upper is not heavily padded. The heavily padded sections are this top collar area, you know, from the lizard embossed print up.
Yeah.
That's where all the padding is. It's like ankle pillows.
I will say, I think it has to do with how they'd been sitting in the box, like if they were smashed or something, because it's this shoe is the one that looks very bloated. Like this looks clean, while this is Eric, Chris's stomach making an appearance. Did it just growl?
It did.
But I'm just saying, like, doesn't it look really puffy? But I think it's just because it was like warped or something.
Oh, it's leaning a little bit.
So
I think it was resting weird inside the box because they're not crooked. It's just like it was pushed over.
yeah, no, they're just kind of like,
It needs a foot in there.
Yeah.
With the laces.
yes.
So it can like hug it and look great.
And with that being said,
Anyways, the reason why she's here.
we're going to talk about very briefly, very shortly, very quickly.
Today's day 2 of 12 days of holiday giveaways for the WearTesters Discord community. If you're not part of the community, you still have time. There's a link down below in the description box. Per usual, a lot of people are like, it's always in the description box. Everything that you need is in there. If it's not in the video, it's in the description.
It's WearTesters.com/join.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying the actual link. So you can click it and then it'll just
If you want to go
send
and
you
use
over
your
there.
fingers,
You don't have to. You just need your thumb or your one
if you're
finger.
on your desktop, you can go.
People use those still?
I do every day for work.
I know, but you're not going to WearTesters.
No, I'm not.
Exactly. But yeah, if you were interested in joining the giveaways, they're happening all month long for 12 days straight. It's just one of our many ways of us giving back to the community that gives to us. So we greatly appreciate everybody that's part of the community. Click the link in the description box if you were interested. If not, just being a subscriber, being a viewer, liking the content, like physically hitting the like button, leaving a comment for the algorithm. All of that stuff helps us out as well. So thank you to everybody, no matter what your way of supporting is. And I think I've taken all the time that she said was going to be so brief, because
So quick, so short.
it's not. We're dealing with me here.
So we're gonna take off now.
Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. We'll catch you on the next one. So until then, have a good one.